It's 10 trivia questions from a confidence round where all the questions are totally random. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Budds. Thanks for checking out my show, and thanks for telling a friend who loves trivia about this program. Today's episode is from a confidence round, 10 totally random ones for you to try and figure out. I use these to close out all my live shows in Southern California and Northeast Tennessee. You can find those shows at triviawithbuds.com, top right-hand corner of the website. On mobile or desktop, it says weekly shows. Give that a click, and usually on Sunday or Monday, I have all the shows lined up in there for the rest of the week. Lots of special events coming up, especially in Northeast Tennessee. Lots of local shows like Hocus Pocus Trivia in Jonesboro, Tennessee, and Disney Trivia on the horizon later in the fall in Riverside, at Riverside Tap House in Elizabethton, Tennessee. So check all that stuff out on my website. We have a Geek Out Challenge card before we dive into the meat of the episode today, which is the confidence round. Here are your Geek Out challenges. Name 2 films in which Marilyn Monroe appears. Name 2 television variety shows. Name 4 books that are fantasy novels. Name 4 songs written in the first person. And name 4 actors who appear in the Star Wars franchise. Lots of 4s there. A lot of naming 4 of different things. There you go. All warmed up, ready to go. We're going to dive into this episode right now. Here we go. All right, it's the confidence round. If you're playing at home, you can write down your answers, then rank them. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest. Use each number 1 time in the ranking process for up to 55 points. Here's number 1. In the most expensive sale of any American sports franchise in history, Walmart heir Rob Walton recently purchased what NFL team? In the most expensive sale of any American sports franchise in history, Walmart heir Rob Walton recently purchased what NFL team? Number 2, who was the king in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood of Make-Believe? Who was the king on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Number 3, what is the name of the controversial novel that led to Iran placing a fatwa on author Salman Rushdie? What was the name of the controversial novel by Salman Rushdie? Number 4, in 2018, Angela Merkel announced she was stepping down as the leader of what country? Angela Merkel announced she was stepping down as the leader of what country? Number 5, in Iceland in 2010, what caused numerous flights to be grounded, resulting in general chaos at European airports? Confidence round number 6, the 2001 film AI Artificial Intelligence is based on what beloved story? AI Artificial Intelligence is based on what story? Number 7, Eiffel 65 was a one-hit wonder pop group who had a 1999 dance hit named after what color? Number 8, in what state would you find Hilton Head Island? In what state would you find Hilton Head Island? Number 9, a gap between neurons in the brain is known as a what? Gap between neurons in the brain is known as a what? And number 10, what was Miller's answer to Bud Light Lime back in 2007? What was Miller's answer to Bud Light Lime in 2007? Those are all of your questions for the confidence round today. Remember, if you're ranking them, 10's highest, 1's lowest, how many did you get out of 55 points? Let's find out with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to confidence round trivia. These are fun, random ones, and if you liked this style of trivia, just search confidence round Trivia with Buds on Google or any podcast search engine, and you will find tons and tons and tons of these. We've probably done it 200 times. Here's number one. In the most expensive sale of any American sports franchise in history, Walmart heir Rob Walton recently purchased the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos also have the highest criminal arrest record for all the teams in the NFL. There's a weird website that tells you stuff like that. Number two, who was the king in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? King Friday. King Friday, voiced by Rogers himself. Number three, what was the name of the controversial novel that led to Iran placing a fatwa on author Salman Rushdie? That was the Satanic Verses. Satanic Verses. Number four, in 2018, Angela Merkel announced she was stepping down as the leader of what country? Germany. Germany. Number five, in Iceland in 2010, what caused numerous flights to be grounded, resulting in general chaos at European airports? A volcano in Iceland. A volcano. Number six, AI, Artificial Intelligence, a film from 2001, is based on the beloved story of Pinocchio. New one of those coming out with Tom Hanks. Looks unnecessary. Number seven, Eiffel 65 was a one-hit wonder pop group who had a 1999 dance hit named after what color? It was blue. Abba dee abba da. Number seven, blue. Number eight, in what state would you find Hilton Head Island? South Carolina. Number nine, a gap between neurons in the brain is known as a synapse. Synapse. And number 10, what was Miller's answer to Bud Light Lime in 2007? They came out with Miller Chill, which I brought to a college party one time and got made fun of by a bunch of girls. True story. Number 10, Miller Chill. Those are all of your questions and answers for today on the podcast. Hope you had a good time listening and playing along. Let me know how you listen to the show. Leave a review and say, hey, I found this on a road trip, or hey, I was working out, or I was walking the dog and I stumbled across this show. You can do that, or you can hit me up on social media at Ryan Budds on just about everything, or drop me a line anytime about anything, ryanbuds@gmail.com. We have a fact of the day for you. The fact of today is, in England, the Speaker of the House is not allowed to speak. And rest in peace to the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, who passed away today at the time of this recording, 98 years young. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. And we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.